Hi, I'm Kennedy Kimeu, Wambua from Naweza 254, which is a community-based organization in Kamkunji sub-county, currently working in Nairobi, informal settlements such as Kibra, Mathare, Korokocho, Kayole, and Kiambio. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Naweza 254, in collaboration with like-minded organizations who are based in Nairobi, we came together and formed a consortium because the pandemic had found most of the organization had not planned or budgeted for such a pandemic, and it left us stranded as a youth-led organization. So it was good for us, and we saw an opportunity for us to serve our communities in our own capacity. That's why we formed a consortium on WhatsApp, and we utilized the social media by coming together and pulling resources together. Through this platform, we were able to map out organizations that were flexible to shift their funding towards combating COVID-19, and we were able to reach out to them. Some of the challenges that we were facing back then was the issue of gender-based violence, increase in crime and violence within our communities. We also faced challenge starvation of some of the families were starving, lack of food, and we saw it good for us to now try to embark on these four issues. One, we were able to map out organizations such as Pankaj, who were able to distribute for us, and we were able to get food. We went to religious institutions such as churches and mosques. We collected food for our communities. For the members of communities who were left out, such as the elders, we were able to try to reach out to them and ensure the community health workers were providing medication to those who were sick and with chronic diseases and could not access medication back then. As youth-led organization, also the issue of mental health and depression was high back then, and we wanted to create a space for the young people to express themselves, because remember, there was curfew and most people were at home, were not going to work. So we created an online platform and a space where young people could come and express their art through music, poetry, art, drawing, and sports. And this space was some initiative from the young people, and they could express themselves how they are feeling, and from out of that, people could assist each other. We did many fundraising to those who were struggling, and we were able to support each other, and we could share meals together as young people. And during this time, you find that majority of the community depended on these young leaders from the community, the youth, and you find that most of the time these youth were forgotten. So also we created our safe space as young people, and where we could speak about what we are going through, and we could sit down and speak about the challenges. So out of that, we also formed a community mobile library, and this was to solve the issue of children who were out of school back then, because schools were closed down, were shut down, and we could go with the books to the community and enable these young people engage on their curriculum and to sustain the reading culture amongst them. So out of that, we could have discussions on how they're doing, and out of those discussions, we ended up finding some of the children or the minors who had gone through gender-based violence, such as rape and defilement, and this gave us an opportunity to follow up such cases. The government has a mandate to engage the young people, one, to build back from the effects of the pandemic by creating policies that favor them. Remember, most of the young people lost their job, And in terms of education system, some they felt that they delayed, and you find that due to the depression, some ended up engaging into alcohol and drug and substance abuse. So the government needs to create policies that will create employment amongst the youth, because majority of the youth were not absorbed back in their workspaces. So the government needs to specifically set aside a budget to tackle this issue and create opportunities for the young people. This is by creating either industries and programs that will create self-employment, because majority of the young people are outside. Also, they can gather young people into groups and give them funding to build them. This is after building their soft and hard skills to engage. The other thing, the government can work to empower young people is involving them in policy making spaces. This is having an intentional and meaningful engagement on issues to do with policy from all the aspects of executive. So they need to bring the youth on the table. They need to give youth all these opportunities.